Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. Let your head lead, not your heart. What do I mean by that? Let your head lead, not your heart. Right? I'm not talking about not your head, not your sexual organs. Right? Let your head lead. Logic means logic, right? Not your heart. Your heart is primary emotions. It's a metaphor for your emotions. Your head is metaphor for your logic based thinking. Right? When people people lead themselves by their love, their feelings, it usually lead them to the wrong path. When you make a choice and decision in life, you gotta be logical. Alright? Being logical is the same person who is able to control their emotions, right? Logic is your mechanism to control your emotions. Your emotions, sure, we have emotions to see what's sad and bad, right? To see what's evil or not evil, right? We have our emotion, but yet again, you should always follow what's logically out there as well. Because you have to use logic in order to understand what is danger, what is a threat, what is safety, and what's not safety. Right? Your emotion could mislead you and lead you to the wrong directions. Right? Your emotion is not usually based on facts. When you lead by logic, your head is usually based on facts. Based on facts meaning that you could discern what's dangerous to you, what's not dangerous, what's beneficial to you, what's not beneficial. Right? When you lead with your emotion, you can't discern that. When you lead with your emotion, it's all emotion. It's not factual. Right? You cannot make a clear decision when you base everything on emotions, like love or hate or anything like that. Those things out there, if you lead with that, if you use that as your driving force in life, right, you will set yourself up for big disappointment. Because those things will not reveal all the statistic facts. Those things are not based on reality. Your emotion is not based on reality, right? Your emotion is on a different playing field, right? Reality is on a playing field of logic, right? That's what it is. That's what reality is. Reality is seeing things as black and white, right? Yes or no. There's no gray areas, right? Emotions is gray areas because emotion does not tell you what is the real answers. Like you can see a kid's crying, right? Oh, that's sad. A kid's crying, but what is his emotion? What is the real reason? Oh, he's crying because his parent punished him because he did something bad by burning the house down. That's why he's crying. All right, those are logic. You are basing on those examples. Why are those guys so happy? Oh, he's so happy. Oh, the reason why he's happy because they just robbed a bank and pushed some lazy off the stair and they ran away with all those money. That's why they're happy. You know what I'm trying to say? That's why your emotion will mislead you from facts. All right? Logic don't mislead you from facts. Logic is a driving force to make rational decisions to get you on the right path. That's why you need to control your emotions. Logic is the driving force of your emotion. It's what's control your emotions, right? You have to have more logic than you are with your emotions. It's not saying you have emotion that's bad. It's saying that you have to control it. There's a place and time for emotions, right? It's not saying a guy cannot cry at all. There's a place and time for him to cry. A guy just not cry on video, right? Out of nowhere. What kind of image would that leave on the impression of other people out there, especially men? Then people gonna look at him as soft, weak, frail persons. All right? There's a time and place for emotions, right? You got to base everything on logic. Logic is the driving force to success. Right? When you look at business, when you look at numbers, it's based on logic. Numbers are facts, basically. Alright? When you look at when you look at numbers as fact, that means you look at numbers as logic. That's what it is. It's not emotion. When you have numbers don't lie. It's just giving you statistical facts. Alright? God created numbers and letters. Numbers and letters are facts. Alright? You need to understand that. And God is facts. Alright? You want to base everything on facts. Facts meaning logic. Logic. How can I repeat myself? Right? So this is one main reason why people in society are so in their feeling too much. Right now, the world's not leading by logic. The world's leading by their emotions, leading by their feelings. You know, facts don't care about your feelings. Right? I hate to use that cliche lines. Right? At the end of the day, facts will be facts. There will be always two genders. Right? You cannot lead by your emotion. That's why these people out there, these guys out there, they say they're non non-binary. Oh, the non-binary is more than two genders. Gender is just a social construct. There's cisgender. No. That's basically not logical thinking at all. All right, that's not logical thinking. Because when you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, you look at the DNA, the scientific evidence, the numbers, the chromosomes, and all that stuff is based on facts. Right? When you don't base anything on facts, you base on your emotion, it'll lead you to a craziness, like what's going on in the world right now. Guys are misgendering themselves. Guys are saying that they're female when in reality they're not. Right? Parents are validating their kids' decisions, stuff like that. Parents are validating kids' decisions, say, "Oh, mommy, I'm non-binary." If that's the case, if the kids say he's Superman, why don't you throw your kids off a building and see how it works? Right? You're not doing the kids a favor. You're only doing the kids a disservice. You're validating the kids' unrealistic expectations. Right? If a kid thinks he's an alligator, why don't you throw him with an alligator pit? You know what I'm saying? If a kid thinks he could fly, why don't you throw him off a tree or something? Right? Because in reality, kids cannot fly. He's gonna fall off and hit and die off. That's what it is. That's reality, right? And when you keep preaching this false information to kids, later in life they can find out and figure out that this is not who they are. They can build resentment against the parent, and now the parent can have all these guilt on them for putting their kids through this kind of abuse. This is basically abuse, right? This is basically child abuse. These These estrogen mimickers or whatever it is, right? Hormone pills, hormone therapy, castration, all that stuff, right? These are basically abuse. You're not doing your kids any service, and we have these liberal parents doing all this kind of stuff, right? This is what happens when you lead with your emotion and not with your head, not with logic. Right? You have to lead with logic. When you lead with logic, you are betting on your kid's life. You show them the right directions. You are going the right directions, right? Not just your kid, but yourself. You're not lying to yourself. When you lead with your emotion, you're lying to yourself. That's basically it. Are you happy lying to yourself? Are the people out there happily lying to themselves? They're living a lie, big time, right? These people who think they are somebody who they are not, they're living a lie. It's a big lie. They have to be a logical world. And that's what we have around right now. We have more people that's being illogical right now. It's insanity. It's basically insanity right now, right? Your feelings, if you cannot control it, it's going to lead to your insanity. That's what people don't understand. And this is why we live in an insane world right now. This is why people don't understand that one of the biggest trouble right now is mental issue. There's a lot of people out there who have mental issue, right? And I think you have another solution, but this is my solution. My solution is that if you incorporate morals and values, you will not be lost, and you'll be more in a sane world. Your mind will be more of a homeostasis world. If you just have like a God figure in your life, right? You more likely have a moral background, a stable structure to live up to. Most of these people right now who have all these insanity ideas, they don't have a structures in their life. They don't have a moral structures, right? They don't. Hell, even some atheists out there, they have some kind of moral structure. So that you need to have some kind of morality, right? I'm not validating atheists, right? So some of the stuff atheists say are totally off the wall. I don't approve of that. But sometimes you need some kind of a figure, a purpose, right? If you don't, you're gonna lead to your insanity, and this is what happened right now. Right? You gotta lead with logic in your head. Lead with your head and not with your heart. All right. Sometimes it's hurtful because the truth hurts, right? And people get offended. People get offended because truth hurts. Truth is offensive. I'm sorry, right? There's no way I can't fix that. In order to face facts, face truth, it gotta hurt you. It's gonna hurt you. You know what's truthful when it hurts. That's what it is. When you hit a concrete wall, right? When you fall down, you realize the truth is the ground is hard. And what's the outcome? The outcome of it is pain, right? And then that's the reaction. It's pain. So you can't deny the fact that the ground is hard and you're gonna scrape yourself. And that's the truth, right? That's the truth is the ground is hard and it's gonna hurt you. That's the truth. And then when you fall, it's gonna create pain. Right? Sometimes pain, we need a little bit of pain in our life to make ourselves learn the reality of things. Right? For us to understand. Pain is necessary. We need pain. Right? To distinguish logic and emotions. Alright? Our logical instinct is to determine that our fall is painful, and we have the logic to discern it that it's painful and try not to fall again. But anyway, and my point is, lead with your head and not with your heart, because lead with your heart is going to misguide you. Alright? On that note, guys, if I missed something, leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe. On that note, guys, peace and blessings.